Hello everyone. This isn't a proper video today. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update. This sort of thing would normally go on the Patreon page, but we're nearing 100 subs now, which is quite exciting. So I really just want to make sure that everyone knows what's happening with the show. First off, as you can probably tell, I am not very well at the moment, which has added to a list of things which has gotten in the way of producing content recently. So yeah, that's kind of shit. It's a good thing the microphone can't smell me because f***. So the main thing I wanted to talk about was the channel. The format was always intended to be video every Tuesday and then Food Friday video every Friday. But given that it's currently me working on my own, and just the way our kitchen here is set up, it's very difficult to shoot a high quality Food Friday video. So I will still be doing Food Fridays, but instead of being videos for the channel, they will be on the website, because every recipe gets written up and put on the website anyway. But it just means we're going to skip the video step, because we end up with these 20-30 minute long videos that don't really go anywhere or don't really do anything constructive. They're kind of too long to get the gist of the recipe, and they're not entertaining enough to sit around for. So that will be the case until I can get some more people working with me, or until we move a place where we've got a kitchen that kind of gives us a better opportunity for setup. Next point, the regular Tuesday videos have been a bit sketchy over the past month or so, due to various reasons, which I've already explained to the cult members on the Patreon who support the show through Patreon. My temporary contract for my normal human regular person job ended sooner than I was expecting. And then I've been working a month-long temporary contract now, but that is also coming to an end at the end of this month. So I'm kind of in the mad scrabble at the moment to find a job, which is always fun. And it means that this past month has been a mix of trying to get work lined up, trying to kind of juggle a bunch of different things. And it means that not only have I struggled to find time, I mean, I've actually shot 3 videos in the past month, which I've not gone on to make because I'm not happy with them. Because I don't want to just kind of throw something up there. If I've not got time to get into the research and do the reading and find the stories that I think are worth talking about, I end up just kind of throwing up anything. I think that could be quite a harmful thing to do this early in the game. So I've censored myself a little bit, and I'm putting into place a new schedule. So it should be much easier to get videos sorted out from now on, and I will be aiming to return to the Tuesday thing. But just so you guys know, it might be a little bit tumultuous. It might come up a couple of days late. There might be weeks where it gets skipped, but rest assured I am working as hard as I can behind the scenes to try and get everything moving again. Oh, thank you. The Guardian has just popped up on my phone telling me Sean Spicer has resigned. Well, I don't care anymore. I'm beyond caring about politics. It's the point. Normally I write a full script for these videos, but today all I managed was some notes on the back of my hand. My handwriting's bad at the best of times, if you can see behind me, but this says ill channel, no food, job situation, red glass rectangle. I hope you all feel very informed. Does that say? Another thing is I am putting into play some different projects which will take less time to do, but will still provide hopefully entertaining content that is also educational and interesting. So there will be more on that soon. What else has happened? The Patreon's coming along nicely. Thank you very much to those of you who have become cult. Well, it's not a cult. It's not a cult, but thank you. You know who you are. Your grimoires will be in the mail. Sorry, I've really not slept much this past week. A beard happened. If you have any thoughts on that, feel free to leave them below. It's more the response of an absence of shaving rather than an intention, but it makes me feel less 13 years old. So it helps me feel like I'm less 13 years old. It doesn't help me feel less 13-year-olds. I just want to put that up there now. And I've got a bit of a creepy throat voice thing going on at the moment. That's not... I sound like one of those kidnapping modulators. Finally played Stanley Parable. That was good. I'm enjoying that at the moment. I have also, there's been a new update. I have been working hard on the source archive, which if you don't know, on the website, keepervegan.com, there is the source archive. Every time I use a source for the show, I'll put it in the archive. But it's really, I've been aggregating every scientific study and I think meaningful journalistic article as well in one place, and they're annotated. They're all referenced. You can access every resource by clicking on it. So really, just to try and make the science as available to people as possible. So if you've not done so far, go and check that out. I am also going back to school because my first university degree did me so good. I am starting a new course at the end of this year in basically biological science, with the aim of looking towards nutrition, because I do a lot of I already do a lot of research, and I've got, I think, a fairly good scientific head on my shoulders, but I really want to kind of get into that field and kind of help people, really, like spread the word, because it's not, I joke about the Patreon being a cult, but we're not trying to overtake and influence people and kind of persuade people to join this kind of subversive cause. It's just science. You need to be vegan because the impact on your health, the impact on the environment, and the impact on the animals, it's just fact. So I think the more people with professional accreditation who are able to take that message to people in ways that people can and receive and understand well, I think that's a good shout. So that's my goal at the moment. That's what I'm working towards alongside everything else. So yeah. Don't forget, you can obviously go to the website. That's where most things are hosted. www.keepavegan.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I took an awesome picture of a mosquito in Poland, which is another video I want to get up at some point. So I'm going to put that on Instagram. I keep forgetting to put my mosquito picture on Instagram. I got bit by a mosquito, and the vegan cliche that I've become, I saw it and went, oh, that's a shame. Photographed it and then ushered it away as it took some of my valuable blood. So that's also a thing that happened. There's obviously, hopefully you know about the YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to keep up to date with all the videos that will be coming out soon. I'm looking to do a bunch of videos on everything wrong with dairy, everything wrong with eggs, everything wrong with red meat, white meat, and fish and so on. So that's kind of a long-term project I'm working on, because I want to make sure I've got all the information in there. It's balanced, it's well referenced, it's I say foolproof, but if people can wave Z-Dog around like a f***ing medical Jesus, then I don't know. And obviously there's the Patreon. It sounds, everyone says the same thing, but any support you can give massively helps. It does massively support me, because it means that it's working towards being able to pay off the first milestone is paying off licenses for software and subscriptions to things like SoundCloud and so on. So it's kind of helping me cover costs to start with, but then the aim is that the more support we get in, the more I'll be able to do. And once we hit a certain milestone, I'll be able to not worry about finding full-time work. This will be my full-time job, and I'll be able to, crack out X number of videos every week and podcasts and go to protests and meetups and kind of really dedicate full-time to it. Because it is very difficult balancing all this stuff together. But that's the dream, that's the goal. And again, to those of you who've already supporting us on Patreon, thank you very much. I don't know why I keep saying us. It is literally just me. There's not some hidden cabal of people working behind me. I'm not being puppeteered or anything like Dead Silence. Also, subscribing on Patreon means you can help us buy a house, which is not directly on the main road. I'll probably cut that out of the video. I probably won't. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm going to get better. I'm probably going to get drunk. And then hopefully when I sober up, I won't be ill anymore. Like, subscribe. Well, don't bother liking. I don't know what liking does. I've had a look. I've been doing some research on the YouTube algorithms. I don't think liking does anything. So, if you like it for the sake of liking it. But if you could subscribe, that'd be a massive help. And leave a comment, beard or no beard. Or what did you think of the Stanley Parable? And what spirit do you think is a better cold cure? It'll be too late by the time I read it, because by the time this is up, I'll be gone. Thank you so much, and I will see you all another time. Fuck you, deer. Deer don't get sick. I'm a vegan. I'm a fucking champion of the world. Why am I sick? This feels very unfair.